Can you guys also hear us? Welcome to Virtual Safari Free to Air, sponsored by a park member. Safari, let's just stop here. So, how you guys all doing? This is actually my first time doing the free to air drive in a long time. So, nice to have you guys all again. Let's see who's here. There's 28 people watching. Yay! Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Today I'm on the drive with Matt on the cam.
Hello.
Says hello, and we have Vim in FC. So 3 of us will be taking you on the drive. Nice to see all your names out there on the chat. Just do this. So today I'm just gonna go past this area and then I'll start heading south and then see what we can find. And I'm forgetting something that's very important. Just give me 3 seconds. hold on. Which is this. Alright. Now I'm ready to go. Are you guys ready? Let's do this. So those who wants to know where we're driving, we are live from the Pridelands Conservancy in the Balule Nature Reserve, which is where we live too. All the Painted Dog TV crew lives here at HQ, and then we are heading west from the HQ, and then as soon as there's a road that goes south, I'll take it there. Because this area actually has been quite active with the leopards. We have had leopard cubs and we have had a male leopard as well. So as I drive through, I'm checking all these rocks. If you see those rocks, has been a jungle gym for the leopards. Let me just go past by here. See those rocky there? Maybe you can just see through the knobs on trees. Glad to hear you guys are ready. There you go. So between all these knobs on tree, we can see just the patches of the rocky outcrops. So that's where the cubby is having fun. Oh, nice. Lots of kitties with you guys joining on the drive this afternoon. I'm glad to have you guys. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the comments, and then we can read it live and talk with you guys. Maybe Charles too, I'm not too sure actually if the Charles is watching, but Vim and Matt and I'm here. Our first creature to pay attention will be this southern red-billed hornbill. Enjoying the nice warm sun. This is literally a one last hour. Sorry guys, one last hour. We have a nice warmth of the sun. This is like we're feeling the brutal winter now already has started.
Okay.
Alright, so I do have a place I want to get to, so we'll see. You can go in mobile from the HQ. Frank, do you copy for me? Terminal standing by.
Good, sounded like Frank was also pulling out of that lock and leaving an open lock, but they are static at that last pin that Chris dropped.
Copy that. Thank you so much for the updates. I'm making my way there. Thank you. Okay, so all sorted.
There's this one little section that's quite difficult to get through the drainage, but you'll see where the 2-track goes. If you follow that 2-track, you'll see there's a big purple pot. They kind of just maybe 2 meters to the of that purple pot.
Alright, so copy that. Thank you so much. Hopefully the badger will make it. So maybe those who joined this morning drive might know where I'm trying to get to, as the park member has maybe seen with Brent this morning. But yes, that's where I'm trying to get to. And then those who came along this afternoon for the first time can wait to see where I'm trying to get to. So hopefully I'll get there and when they're still there. But as I just heard on the radio from the other guide who was just trying to make it there, apparently access to the spot is a bit hectic. But we'll see. We are in a badger. Badger has a way more, maneuver, and they can go to the tiny places and doesn't have a roof. So there's a lot of advantage than the other vehicles that these guys are driving. So hopefully I'll make it there. I feel like I will do, but we'll see. Who was at Quinga? But yeah, the temperature, I feel like from the 1st of June, the temperature has dropped. They were like, yeah, it's winter now officially. It was so cold. Especially this morning, I think Brent was complaining. It was so cold. So I'm like, I can just imagine how cold it was. And I think Prideland is one of the colder reserves around here, just around the Hoedspruit area. Because I wasn't doing much of the virtual safari now for this past few days, as I had a Japanese guest staying at the lodge in other reserve nearby. And there, it's only maybe 10 minutes drive from here, from the gate of Prideland. But there it's not that cold. I was feeling, okay, this is not too bad. And as soon as I take my guest to come inside of Prideland to do the game drive, I just feel the temperature difference. So I think this is one of those colder places, I feel like. And now it's nice. Sun is nice, keeping us warm. But as soon as sun comes closer to the horizon, it gets super, super, super cold. Oh no! I think now people know where I'm trying to get to. Some of you guys shared where I'm trying to get to. But yes, it is the lions.
You guys could copy me. Let me know if you see some giraffe, please.
Yeah, so it is the breakaway pride, which is the Ngati pride that we have in this area. So they got too big, so they split it. So we are now trying to get to the area. This breakaway is the 6 lions, so that's where I'm trying to get to. So hopefully they're still there. And today was nice sunny day, so I'm sure they were just sleeping in exactly same spot as this morning, the whole way. And then probably once the temperature drops and it becomes a bit darker, they will start yawning and wake up and start getting going for the night. So I think we are coming to the right time. We can still see a little bit of having a nap moment, and hopefully we will see them moving too. Fingers crossed. 4 degrees it was. What? That's one of the coldest morning we get in the winter time, and it's still only June though. Could give you that's scary information you given me there. I mean, this morning was 4 degrees. You're saying that's hectic. Or is it your side you're saying that's 4 degrees? He said it was 8 degrees. Okay, so yeah, 8 degrees here. That's cold. but I know this area can get as cold as like 4 degrees too in like the height of winter. All these trucks at the junction. But yeah, I'm gonna head to that side where they are sleeping. Flat cats. Cat out of bag. Yeah, I'm hoping to make it there. But I have a feeling that it will be a cold sighting if we make it to these lions, because these lions are having a nap along the drainage, and you guys know like the drainage is one of the coldest spots you can find. So I think as soon as we get there, probably the sun will start getting down. It's gonna be super cold. So probably you'll see me and Matt in like 5 layers. But we came prepared. Okay, so you guys are having a warm temperature there. That's nice. Because some of us have to feel warm. Alright, so I hope this road is fine with signal. And then as soon as I get there down here, we are not too far from the sighting. Let's see if I can show you this little bird here along the way. It's on this tree. Oh no, hold on, never mind. This bird I was trying to show you guys has flew off. Oh, completely. Sorry guys. I will try to find another one. It was a woodpecker. I'm not too sure which woodpecker species it was yet. But yeah, if I find another one, I will let you know. It's always like this. When you try to point things out, they'll start flying off. What earth in the bushwalks. Let's see if I wonder if they're alive. Okay, looks like I can come. Or is it taking pictures of me? So I guess they're not live.
What's the logo of those elephants?
They're on this link road, just to the south of the old Aina Den Road. So it's between Marshall and...
Sorry Chris, how are you? Good.
Anything up there? We've been out walking, so we haven't checked the radio.
Alright, the breaker is still sleeping in the same lock as you left.
Okay, yeah, no, the lions are sleeping.
Yeah, and then some bulls, but nothing else yet.
We're just having a
couple of minutes ago.
we came back.
Alright, cool. Sorry to disturb you guys here.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
Alright, thank you so much. Bye. Oopsie, I bumped into them. I didn't know they were walking on this road here. I see the Haina trucks here, so maybe these people have talked about it. Sorry guys, maybe there was a little bit of back breakups.
Okay.
But hopefully it's back now.
Yeah, more than welcome to bridge.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Hey guys, thanks for joining. Always nice to have you guys, more people joining in. So For those who just joined lately, we are making our way, hopefully, to this breakaway Pride still sleeping. I am almost there.
So the best approach is from
It's beautiful. Drongo
Yeah, I do think
giving
if you,
a nice pause to us. Hello, Drongo.
River clearing, you should be able to get visual from Batalia. There's a third one joining them.
You can see nice forktail to flip us, and it's gonna land there or not. Some people call it FTD for forktail Drongo as an abbreviation, but I think you will see lots more of these guys because those FTD, forktail Drongo, always follow a big animals like giraffe and elephants, or even sometimes game viewers to get some food. The insects being disturbed by us or the animals. So if we see a nice one pausing for us again, we can have a look again. Yeah, there's lots of hyena tracks actually. Like multiple clan member walking together here. Let me think. I think I'll go this way. And then I'll head south there. I think that will be a better signal area. Am I live? Cool, sorry guys, I'm just going, I went through a little bit of bad patch, but I'm getting a little bit closer to like a perfect signal area. So I hope from going forward, hopefully, I don't want to say yet in the cursor, but I think it'll be fine. Because I'm getting closer to actually, I'm sure the tower side of the signal. But signal is a weird thing. Sometimes just the gremlins show up in an unexpected spot, so I'm not gonna jinx it. We'll just hope it will work out. But sure, mountains are so pretty, guys. Let me just share this beautiful view with you. Maybe Matt can show you a bit. There you go. You can now see the world's largest green canyon there. Today it's not that hazy actually, you can see it very nice. You can even see the tower on top of the Maripskop mountain, which is 1,944 meters. So it's quite high, but you can even drive up there from the other side of the mountain. So those who are keen to see some different type of nature, we have those two complete different type of ecosystem in like just a half an hour drive. Okay, maybe that was a little bit of, maybe like an hour drive between the mountain and us here. So it's quite a unique spot we have here. And there's like some rivers flying through, I mean not flying through, flowing through there. There's like Olekstad River and then the Blight River. And where there's those two river beats around the canyon there's like the dam that was initially made. I think it was like I just heard it because the reason why I actually heard this was I was taking a guest to the boat trip there on that dam. It was 1970 something, if I remember correctly. 72. Okay, but yeah, I can't be too sure. I think it was 90, 70 something. I'm not too sure the last number there. But that was initially made for providing all the mines in the northern side of us. There's a lot of mines up north, and it was initially made for that. But then now they're doing a boat trip, so it's a very nice, like a different type of activity. So you can do the safari on the vehicle. So the safari comes in a lot of kind of form. So you can do it on a vehicle, but you can also do it on like a boat or hot air balloon or like microlights. So there's a lot of way to enjoy from the land and in the air or on the water. And those boat trips that they do near the mountain there, it's not really to actually see the animals, but it's mainly to enjoy the view. And what else you can have there is like amazing species, amazing variation of species of birds. So if you are keen birders, that's the place to go. The hiking challenge. Yeah, the hiking is stunning there. There is a multiple hike course. The short one is the easy one, like 2-hour course. You can just get to the edge of the water. There's also a very nice long walk, 7-hour hike. Who's keen for 7-hour hike? Sounds hectic, but it's actually very beautiful. And you walk past on this mountain, up and down, up and down, up and down. Eventually you get to this nice riverside where you can have like lunch and all that. And it's super remote. You don't see artificial things there. It's just yourself in the river. So those who are keen for those physical activities, I think you'll enjoy the mountain there. But there are some animals, you just don't see it too often. They like some leopards and stuff, but those leopards are super wild. Like, it's not like they have a safari vehicles driving around the whole time. Like, you know, those reserves known for a good leopard sighting and stuff. Like those leopards are, you know, habituated. They know safari vehicles, like they know humans, and they are comfortable with them around. But like those leopards in the mountains are really wild, like completely wild. So you see the signs of them. I've seen the kills, I've seen the trucks, I've seen the poop of theirs. But you guys don't even understand, but now VM has been turned into Brent now. So actually Brent is in the FC, and then Brent is talking a lot of nonsense to my ears. I wish I could share that with you guys. But yeah, so those leopards are very wild, but it's difficult to actually see, because as soon as they hear people walking, they will hide. But apparently Brent is claiming he has seen one, the mountain leopard. I really wish I could just make you guys hear it too. But yeah, apparently Brent could find a mountain wild leopard. But anyway, what else is there?
Alex, you copy Alex?
Okay, I'm gonna stop translating, but now he's not translating, but I mean, Brent is saying it's not just one, he has seen multiple mountain wild leopards. Okay guys, important note to remember. Yeah, you will love the 7-hour hike. That's great. I used to take people on a 7-hour hike like almost every 2 weekends. So back then I was doing a lot of exercising, and I think I had more muscles, but I feel like I lost it all now. And there's some hippos too, so that's nice. Do you guys hear of the bird? Have you ever heard of the bird called African finfoot? That's one of those rarer bird, a water bird. And then when I took my guest on the last weekend, I saw one. I know it's not gonna really mean much to you guys if you're not really into birding, but those who are keen on the birding, I think can maybe know how cool this is to see the African finfoot. It's really like, if you just see the upper side of the body, it just looks like a normal like water bird, like a darter or like a duck type of thing swimming. But if you look at the feet, it's like a gigantic bright orange feet, and that's the very special feature of this bird. And you don't see them that often, so I was very, very excited. But my guest didn't understand why I was so excited. And I was like taking picture like crazy of this African finfoot, and my guest was like, maybe like they don't know why like I'm so excited, because it doesn't look that special when you don't see the feet. But like they also was taking pictures just because I was taking pictures. So now we have a lot of evidence that we saw this bird. Oh, slender mongoose, BM's favorite. Don't know if that was in your shot, but let's see if it's still probably hiding in these long glasses here now. But there was BM's favorite creature, which is the slender mongoose. But yeah, no, they are hiding now. Well, he or she is hiding now. Alright, as you guys love the Brent's nonsense, if I hear more, I will relay them to you. As you guys, I'm sure, will enjoy the Brent's nonsense as much as I do. It's not! It's not even touching! Guys, Brent, I know you. Brent was like just telling me now my foot is on my crotch, but it wasn't. It's just the angle that probably made him think so. So that's why I was defending myself that I wasn't. Brent is not saying that. If I was putting the feet on the crotch, Matt must show it through the camera so the Brents can see it. Ridiculous, guys. This is what I have to deal with. Alright, so I am close to the road called Undelov South, and that's where we're gonna start doing the off-roading. Oof, I can just imagine once I start doing off-roading, I will probably hear lots of Brents talking to my ears. No one is with the breakaway Pride now, so it's an open lock. So we will just have to relocate them, but I doubt they will move even a little bit. Because what they were saying is they are flat cats, they're just sleeping. And soon my favorite dam will be actually coming out. Not the most favorite, it's definitely one of the dam that I do like to come and visit every now and then, because sometimes they have a special bird, which is the buffalo pan. But the buffalo pan, it doesn't often have a water unless we have a huge rain, and which we did lately. And surprisingly, buffalo pan has a lot of water now, I think. Still maybe do, let's see, let's have a look. I did come here recently actually with the private virtual safari. And then there was a decent amount of water still left, so I'm sure it's still. Yeah, it is. But it's got a little less. So this is the pond. Quite beautiful, no? Some like green vegetations every now and then. And a lot of tracks of the elephant was there. How large is the area you traverse? So I'm traversing the Prideland, which is about 2,000 hectares to a little bit, but it's open to Kruger, Greater Kruger. So it's part of the Associated Private Nature Reserve, and which is the you know, or the private game reserve that's fenced off with the Greater Kruger. So we're not directly connected to the Kruger National Park. There's still Kalasiri, Timbavati, and then all that in between. But eventually, if we keep walking that direction, we will hit the Kruger. So it's a very big area, but the area I can traverse is for the virtual safari is also a little bit more limited because of the signals. But where I can normally do the game drive is the close to 5,000, including both Prideland and the Kuenga side. Don't you think this sound is coming actually? Because of the low petrol. You hear the sound?
I can't hear what you're saying.
This sound coming from this side.
Yeah, it's a fuel tank.
Because it's so low.
You're not going to do it.
No, I didn't put the fuel in. Because I didn't actually know it was this close to empty. Hopefully I'll make it through this drive, guys. I think for this drive should be fine, but we will definitely have to put the fuel in once we get back.
Brandon, you put a different fuel pump in the Balule. Or was it replaced?
Check, the area I should go off the road is coming soon actually. Okay, so yeah, it's somewhere here. There should be a 2 truck. Some other guys also went there. So we'll see if I can find the off-roading truck of the other vehicles. This is a very, very eroded little patch of the road. Alright, so oh, maybe it's this actually.
There's nobody on this block anymore.
Right here we found a little off-roading trucks. Let me take this.
And the others have moved off to the east. Visual is deteriorating.
Let's just make it easy if I go on the low range. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Let's go and see if we can make it. Okay. Oh, is this the same thing again? It just died. I think the same thing is happening, Matt.
Okay, well, you remember what it was.
The plug, was the lid?
Yeah?
That's the thing, I didn't know it was that empty. Let's just see here. So we are guys. Is it? Is that a why? It's still a little bit more than the empty though. Tiny
you really
bit.
Trust the fuel gauge.
Hey?
You really trust the fuel gauge.
Really? Let me just check this. No, it is still connected.
And make sure they're all in there properly. but it's
I do remember what was loose last time.
no, it's not that. It's the spark plug. They call the spark plug there.
On the right hand side, the yellow one.
No. It's the fuel, Yuko.
Oh,
It's not fuel now.
ish. It's a big problem, guys. So it is attached. So I do think, yeah, I do think it's the fuel pump.
No, there's no fuel. That's why. It's
Exactly, yeah. It got louder as we can. Sorry guys, so I forgot, I didn't check it was this empty before I left, and now the fuel pump is crying because it's out of petrol. And I just checked the inside. We often had a problem, the car just stops automatically, and it's because of like a loose plugs and things like that, but at this time it is connected. So it's not because of that, it's purely because of the petrol. So I don't think it's an engine thing, it's just a petrol thing. So now Brent is on his way to bring me more petrol. So apologies for this. We just have to wait here. So we'll wait for Brent to arrive with more petrol, and then we will carry on. But the lions is there. Let me just check actually. It's not really too far. So there's a little sandy patch there, and then just after that there should be a lion sleeping. So I think they might be even hearing me. I was trying to, get off the car and start the car and all that. I think they were hearing me. It's not too far off. So I think I'll just wait here, and because I cannot go backward or forward as there's no petrol. So we can just enjoy this warmth of the sun here now. Sorry guys, I apologize for the having no fuel. At least it is a beautiful little area. Thank you, Mari, for your positivity. I really do appreciate it. But it is, but you can show how beautiful this little section is. All the leaves and the grasses are shining nicely with the sunlight. There you go. And then Matt's mom is saying we can listen to the bush sounds. However, actually I don't hear any sound of the bush now that you said it. Normally we hear like a bird call or something. Let's just listen. Yeah, in the distance, but mainly I can just hear Matt drinking water. It's the sound. Ali saying Brent is going to be angry. You guys probably guessed it right. You guys will find out. But Laura is saying, tell us a story. So let me think. Oh yeah, I do actually have a very exciting story. So with this guest I had from Japan, like we were so lucky. Like so lucky. Even like when we were doing a game drive, the day before yesterday we were driving here in the Prideland. And oh yeah. And then there was I think one of those of you who are on the private virtual safari saw the kill. No, you guys did the free to air as well, huh? Or members only of the yeah. Okay, so the park members have seen probably the buffalo kill that was made the northern corner of the Prideland by the lions, and that was that was Breakaway Pride. Was that it? Yeah. So they made a kill there, the Breakaway Pride. The same guys that's sleeping here. However, we were not in the game views like this because this is a private virtual safari vehicle, so it's easier to go into like this thick stuff, and that area is very, very thick. So this car could make, but the car we were in with the guest that has a roof and stuff, we couldn't make it. So we were quite sad and like, okay, well, we'll give up because it was also dark, so it was quite difficult to get to the kill. So we gave up, and as soon as we started driving, and then we thought, okay, maybe we can actually try to approach from the other side. So we were trying to still, we couldn't give up on it, so we were coming from the other side to get to the kill, and we can still already smell all like kill from the buffalo carcass. We could smell it, and that moment we just found the leopard on our left approaching the kill. So that was a huge male as well, and very confident. I mean, walking towards the lions on the kill, like as a single leopard. That was very confident leopard, and Okay, so Brent just told me that they organized the field for me, and then Brent is gonna come through to me. So you guys will get to probably see the Brent coming with the petrol, so we'll see. Thank you so much, Brent, I appreciate it, and I apologize for the inconvenience. So now the VM will be back on FC. So yeah, but then we found that leopard on the left, and then we were like, what, there's a leopard here. So then we were like so pumped that we saw leopard. Although we couldn't get the lion kill, we were like super happy with that, being spending time with the male leopard. And then we were going home, and on the way home, just before we leave in the Prideland, we found a serval. So that was so cool. That was actually my first time ever seeing serval on Prideland actually. And I think I've seen serval like 2 times in the past. And funny enough, both those 2 times was on the main road. On the area called Ganzi. It's not too far from here, but it's just the other side of the Greater Kruger adjacent area. And yeah, so I have seen them twice in this area, but it was on the main road, like in a tar asphalt road. So it was a nice, pretty sighting. But then this time I found a serval in a bush in the Prideland, so that was very, very cool. Which leopard was that? I think that was the big male leopard. I don't know if he has a name. But I think my first time actually even seeing him since I go back from Japan in South Africa. I haven't seen that big male leopard. But yeah, no, serval was very, very cool. And yeah, after seeing that big male leopard, that was very special. And the serval, like sighting was also very decent. Like normally those 2 times been a serval on the main road, they just run off. But this time serval was like this. And like sitting like this first on the road, I was like, what is that? Because we were shining with the torch, and I just didn't ever think that I would see serval on the access road. So I'm like, is it a jackal? Like, what a weird shaped jackal? Or like, is this like a cub of the leopard? Or like, what is this? And next moment it was like just serval sitting like this. I'm like, what? And then like it started hopping. You know, when the serval make a hunt, it's like they hop onto this prey. So like it was like doing that hopping thing in the grasses. I was like, wow. And it was very cool sighting. And yeah, the cute little ears. Well, it's not little actually, it's the biggest ear compared to the size of the face in a cat species we have around here. So it was like a huge ear looking at us. So that was very, very, very cool. Pale male. Alright, so if the big dominant one is called pale male, that must be it. That is that one. Yeah, servals are solitary, so you often see them being alone, unless it has kittens and stuff like that. So yeah, that was very cool. And even you like servals, yeah, me too. Now I really do like it because it was such a special sightings I had. And even yesterday I was very lucky one too. So we were doing a drive in a reserve called Ritzbroid, you know, where Penty Doc used to actually basting during a COVID lockdown. And those 3 males and those, Mubai grown up, that's exact reserve. That's where I was guiding guests there. And we saw that 3 male lions too. They was beautiful. I think they are now 7 years old of age, if I'm not mistaken. So they are like in their prime now. You know, for the first time I started guiding there was 2017. So when I was there, they arrived, those 3 male arrived. And when they arrived, they were still like without a mane, a tiny little bit of mane there. It was like still a little boy. And then those 3 is like fully grown male with beautiful mane. And some like scars because they fight each other. They some scars on the face, so they are really looking very cool. So those 3 males I came across with this guest, and they were roaring, and it was very cool because there's also male lions on the other side of the reserve, which is the different one. So they hear them roaring. So these guys also was like roaring to make sure this is their territory. So they were doing a territorial display as well, peeing on the little bushes and walking and all that. So that was a show. And then we went to the Ritzbroid riverbed. So we started driving up in the river, which is also a very cool thing to do. Like, if you go to the Kruger National Park, you will mainly just be driving on tar road type of thing. But like in a private reserve, you can and go to in this like a riverbed, dry riverbed, and you're surrounded with a beautiful bank of the river with lots of like vegetations and then a lot of bird species. There was like owl calling too, so that was cool. We didn't see it though. But then while we were driving through this drainage, we found a cheetah, female cheetah, that was just finished eating an impala on the riverbed. So that was very, very cool too. That's the one. I honestly can't catch up with what's the cheetah movement now in the Risproid, because I mean we used to have the cheetah, and then the cheetah gave birth, and then we translocated those cubs to, you know, where Brent went to Zambia, hey? Yeah. So that has happened, but then since then, I don't know if they got a new one, but the one I saw was the younger female with the color on. So that's not the mom, I'm sure. So they must have brought a new one. So that's my guess. I can't remember actually. I don't live there anymore. I don't guide there all the time anymore. So I can't catch up with the management plan of the cheetah. But it was a younger female on the kill. Finished eating, was lying down. And then it got dark. So we spent good time with this cheetah, watching her just sleep and, you know, sit up and all that. And it got dark, and then all of a sudden, the nyala started barking and baboons started alarming. So these all animals in the riverbed started making alarm. But it doesn't really make sense, because, I mean, cheetah did stand up and started walking a little bit. That's when all these animals started making alarm calls. But the cheetah has been there present the whole time. So while these all animals started making all these alarm calls all of a sudden, and like also the nyala alarm call was very, very dark sound. So I'm like, this can't be for cheetah. And then we just looked back, and there was a big male leopard there as well. So that was so cool. Actually, Brent told me the name of this male leopard this morning. Something with S-H or something. But apparently that's the dominant male. We could see it was a dominant one because he was marking territory there. He was very, very relaxed with the vehicles as well. We stayed with this male leopard for like 20 to 30 minutes, all the way from this riverbed where we saw cheetah. And when we found that leopard, we stayed with him all the way to the little dam, where he was also still making territory along the way. So yeah, lucky sightings, hey? Cheetah and the leopard on the exact same spot. I think that was my first time ever had that. It was very, very cool. It is a small cat, inches. Hold on, inches and centimeter thing is still not my strongest point. 18 inches tall, it will be, for those who not on the inches. Probably most of you guys are inches, hey? Inches and centimeters. It will be 46 centimeters. Yeah, that sounds right, yeah. It was like that. Yeah, but the servers, like, yeah, they are nocturnal too, but they're also like a little bit of crepuscular, means like they start being active when the sun sets, which is like, you know, the dusk time, and they also are still active around dawn. I think is the right way to say it, dawn. So yeah, you can sometimes see them when the sun is like starting to disappear. And I'm sure they do like sleep underneath the shade, and like just like other cats, they do rest during the day and hide away from all the heat and all that. Miniature cheetah almost. That's a way to say it, but like it's with a much bigger ear though, like gigantic ears. Like a whole top of the head is covered with ear because it's like this. Janet, negative. The Brent did not make it to Alaska, unfortunately. I think it was because of the, I don't know what on the, I don't know, it's the South African problem or that side problem, but the visa issues prevented him from going that side, which is very sad. The visa is a real issue, I feel like. But yeah, you do see serval on the ground. Like you don't see them on the tree like the leopard do. So they are on the land, on the ground, and they often hunt on like rodents and stuff. Like especially where I saw lots of like serval poop. Where I was walking, I was in the trails in the, what's the name there? The Pridelandsburg. It's not a national park, but it's a provincial park in Northwest Province. In the Pridelandsburg, I saw lots of poop. I didn't come across though. I didn't come across a real serval, but I did see lots of poop. And they like 80%, they're strictly eating like those, I felt like a little rat thing, but with the grey fur. So if you look at the serval poop, you see lots of hairs in there, but it's all grey. So it almost looks like a steel wool. It's like exactly what this serval poop looks like. So they strictly because eating that species of rodent, that whole poop is covered with this steel wool. So it's easier to tell if it's like a cargo poop or like a serval poop. You can just see the inside, and if it's you see it like a steel wool, and then it's a serval. So yeah, they feed on a lot of rodents, like a little mouses. US problem, yeah, and I'm fighting with South African problem. So I feel like it's a problem everywhere in the world. Yep. Matt's mom saying she's feeling for me that all these males I'm dealing with. Thank you. I know, right? But like today, this is my fault. I didn't see it. But like when the petrol tank is like super full, I can't pick it up. Then I ask people to do it. But I didn't even ask people to do it because I didn't even realize it was like almost empty. So Brent could have put it in though before he went on the drive. It was that empty. But I also didn't see it. So it's this time it's all my fault. But sometimes it's not my fault, and I still have to deal with these males. So yes, I think I am quite tough. It was quite funny because even the Japanese TV people was like making, it was like a 2-hour program that was broadcast in Japan, and close to 40 minutes, 50 minutes was actually about me. And they were also focusing my life and why I'm here, what I'm doing, and like about the conservation, about the safaris and all that. And those TV people were quite like amused that I was living with 7 South African guys. So like a lot of the question was about that too. So I think those people also found it quite surprising that just one girl and the 7 guys living together, it must be tough and all that. But I mean, I got used to it. I don't find it that tough anymore. I don't think so, Atropa. I think it was even before the monkey thing became into the topic, if I'm not mistaken. I think the visa issue was already there. There is a fuel gauge, although sometimes it has not been reliable, but I think it's working now because it said almost empty. It wasn't empty, but it said almost empty, and now we're officially empty. So it's quite right, I feel like, for the first time. But so these guests had a very good time, and now they are in the Kruger National Park doing the self-drives. So they can enjoy the private reserve in the national park. Yeah, it's a good contrast to enjoy both, because the Kruger has this like magnificent open view. It's like a 2 million hectares. It's huge, so you can enjoy that vast scene. Like you just don't see any artificial thing. You just see, as far as you can see, it's all bush, all the national park, the old Kruger. So which is amazing. So you do and you can enjoy different type of like safaris. So if you have enough time, I think it's good that you enjoy both, like a private reserve and a national park. So because they both offers completely different experience. And then if you only have short amount of time, I would definitely recommend staying in the private game reserve though. Like the quality of the sighting is much better in the private game reserve, as you can do. You have more freedom, I would say, like. Because in the Kruger, sometimes you're only doing like self-driving, or like you are in the big safari vehicle with all the other people. But if you're in a private game reserve, sometimes you can have a private vehicle, or you can also off-road, and in a Kruger National Park, there's one, let's say one male lion. It can be like a 25 vehicles all around it, and not all of them are guys. It can be a quite chaotic situations, but in the private games like we're here now, we always communicate amongst the guys. Just make sure there's only 2 to 3 vehicles per sightings. So it's much more organized and less stress on animals too. So yeah, if you only do have short time, I would recommend definitely staying at in the private game reserve. So it's reliable when it's empty. I guess so. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Janet, for saying that. Thank you. But I must say, like, I think it's not that difficult, hey? I think only it would be nice if I have my own bathroom and toilet and stuff like that. But these males that I'm living with, it's not also like animals. They are very actually neat, apart from one person. So it's actually very, very organized. So it's not difficult at all, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, it's quite common to share accommodations I feel like in the safari industry, especially if you are junior guide. I started like that too. When I started guiding, actually I'm lying. When I started guiding, I had my own house. That was such a nice house, actually. Okay, so it doesn't actually support my theory, I was going to say. But yeah, that beginning of my career, in my case, I had such a nice house. I was living by myself. And like in front of, like, I had a whole view of the bush as well because it was on top of the mountain. It was beautiful. And there was no signal, but there was a lot of animals. I even had my friend, the artwork, living near my house, like in just by the garden. There's always that one artwork. So I had plenty sightings there with artwork. So yeah, the house was amazing. But then the second place I started work as like intern guide, then I had to share accommodation with the other guys. And I think some working environment, if you are starting as like a new-fledged guide, they will often make you share. So I was even sharing a room, not just a house, I was sharing a room. So I had like roommates in there. So compared to that, I have my own room. And yeah, we're just sharing with 7 guys. So yeah, it's not too bad now. Didn't I camp in the Kruger before? I did. I did my solo camping in Kruger, actually. Lara, thank you. That's my point, hey? Who put the car away empty? But I'm not going to say it, because imagine if I say that, Brent will become more loud. So I'm just not going to say that. But thank you for pointing that out. Because imagine if this was opposite. I think Brent will definitely say that to me, saying, you can't put the car away without the fuel. Yeah, it's not too bad though. No, thank you guys. It's nice chatting to you guys too. But yeah, no, my solo camping in the Kruger was fun. So like in the Kruger, you can stay at the rest camps and you can choose what kind of accommodation you want to use. So there's like a hut, which is like, it's quite affordable. I would say like a 700 to 900 rand per hut. And if you do camping, it's only like 300 rand, which is, if you want to say it in US dollars, maybe like 20 USD, if not even less. So yeah, it's quite affordable if you do camping. And obviously I don't have much money, so I would rather do camping, and it's much nicer in the bush as well. So, but now it's going to be quite cold, hey, in the winter time. But yeah, I did it in summertime, just before summer, I think. So yeah, solo camping was very fun. Oh, I love you guys so much. You guys are so positive. Thank you so much for supporting me always. Like, what an amazing company to have you behind the camera. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna win, Mari. Start pushing the car. I don't think that can even work because it's not the engine. There's just no fuel. So even if I could lower down, that's the end, because I want to go up on that little soil patch there. Who is the messiest one of all? You can just guess it and keep it in your heart. Matt is smiling behind the camera, so you know it's not Matt. How far are we from Juma? Oof, it's quite far. Juma is in the Savisan, which is like closer to the southern side of the Kruger National Park, and we are like really in the middle. compared to northern side of Kruger and southern side. We are close to the open gate. The closest access to the Kruger will be the open gate, and it's very far. So I don't know how many hours of drive, maybe like a 2 hours drive. I don't know. I only have been to Juma a few times. I can't remember how long it took me actually. Painted wolf? I hope so. I hope that will be the case. But look guys, the sun is setting very nicely. Matt will show you now. So I think he still has maybe like 10 minutes before the sun goes down. No, we don't have to go to a gas station. We have some petrol in our garage. There you go. You can see the beautiful sun shining through this little gap. Oh, you're coming to Kruger. That's so nice. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay in the Hoedspruit area in July. That's next month. You're coming very soon. You have a tent one night and then a little bit another. That's great. Yeah, you will love it. Yeah, you will definitely enjoy staying in the tent. Just make sure you bring a warm sleeping bag because it is cold, and I think it's gonna be a cold winter this year. So definitely bring some warm clothes, but you will definitely love it. And then the stars are beautiful in the winter time. 45 miles. Okay, I actually don't know miles, so I can't wait to comment on it. I feel like I hear a call. I do hear a call. Can be a different game viewers though. I hope it's Brent. Yeah, it's a very pretty view happening here. Just a little bit of the sun left, but it's just going behind the tree line. It's not underneath the, actual horizon yet. So we still have like 10 minutes or so before it actually reaches the horizon, I feel like. Well, I'm hoping. Because we are in a ditch here, so we don't see the horizon from this angle. Incoming sassy Brent. Yeah, Mike, I think you'll be fine because you are used to cold in UK. And we complaining cold must be something cute for you guys. Because you guys get cold there too. So maybe you don't find it even that hectic. But for us, I'm even feeling super cold right now. So me and Matt is putting the jacket. Matt is trying to put the jacket on and flick the whole camera. There you go. It's just adjusting it now. Yeah, let's see, hey, if he's gonna come with the angry face or happy face. I don't think it's gonna be happy face. Oof, I'm gonna get shouted. Shouting incoming, definitely. What is my favorite drink? That's a fun question. So, in general, if you're talking about alcohol, I love Japanese sake mixed with the plum liquor. So if you ever come across like a Japanese or Asian Oriental place where they sell alcohol, look for a plum wine. It's divine. It's so delicious. So it's based with like a Japanese sake thing, but it's mixed with the plum liquor. So it's super nice. So that's my go-to. So I always, when I go home, I come back with like a 2-liter container of it to South Africa. But that doesn't last me long. So then now when I'm done with the Japanese liquor, and then I start drinking the Southern Comfort, and I mix Southern Comfort and Sprite, which makes it like a very sweet alcohol, but I do love it. So if you are liking sweet alcohol, I would recommend trying Southern Comfort and Sprite for a sundowner. There you go. No, it's not that. Oh, is it? I feel like I hear Brent's voice.
Yeah, it's Brent.
Why is there so many people on there? That's Brent's voice, no?
Yeah. What does that mean there?
Brent came with a whole lot of people. Who are they? I'm very confused now.
Oh, everyone's.
Who's everyone?
See Hannah, I see Charles.
Huh?
See Hannah and Charles.
What? So many people is there. Hi. Okay, so thank you for bringing the petrol.
For the next one.
They've been waiting to see you. How are you gonna arrive here? You came with a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. Last time I saw you, we were doing tequila shots next to a donkey.
Yeah, the lines are moving, so I'm going to rush back to get
All
to
right.
them so you can actually see them.
Where's the?
The jerry can, it's coming. There we go. You can. I'm gonna go back to the line so they're on the move.
Okay.
Yes. It's
Matt, can you help me?
You can. So much fun.
Oh no.
Hi guys, I'm gonna go stick with the line.
Thank you so much, Brent.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Okay.
What's wrong with that back?
I don't know, this one was just being weird, so I don't know if it charged funny or not.
Nice to see you again. Hey? Okay, please. Let me show this. I'm gonna be the cameraman, guys. There you go, Matt's mom. There's your Matt. Helping me for me. When it's half a petrol, then I can pick it up. But then I since damage my bag and I pick up the whole can, I'm risking something like 2 weeks of not working. So Matt is kindly helping me out. Brent came with a lot of people, hey? But luckily, because he was with a lot of people, he didn't shout. Lucky me, but I think he will shout me when I'm back at home. But I think I do deserve it this time. It was my fault. So now Brent rushed to that side so that he can stay with the lions. And then he can call me out. So while I was stuck here, they started moving, I guess, through these bushes. Everyone saying thank you to you for being gentleman. Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate it.
Just make sure that doesn't fall off, because it falls off easily.
Yeah, it's secured. Alright, so it's empty now.
More or less.
More or less, okay. Thank you so much, Matt, I appreciate it. So, now we're good to go. Let's go back to the road. And then follow Brent. Just turn around here. But I'm glad the lions has started to be active now, rather than just sleeping. You know what? Let me just turn around here. Yeah, Ali, lucky me, Yuka. Definitely, he's a lucky one. よいしょ。Maybe I can go over this thing. Alright, that's better. Okay. Car is moving! Sorry guys, I really do apologize for making you guys wait this long. But we are now good to go. Thank you so much for being so positive and understanding and supportive and all that. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better pack members to have. Oh no! Wee! Alright. And better passengers to have on my vehicle. Thank you so much for being such a fun crowd on my vehicle here. Alright. Let's go. So I'm just gonna go past this very bad eroded area. I can now actually go back onto the normal gear. Brent was saying I must do all the washing of the dishes. Could have been worse, hey? Because in the past he tried to put animal poop on my hair. How rude. Do you remember that time? He was talking about the buffalo poop or something. You know, like if that he was making the joke in Japan, he'll definitely be fired for making that guy, because it's hectic nowadays. I guess it's across the world, but those comments can be viral. But we are in here. Let me just go see if I can go past here. Little 2-track or easier access here somewhere. You see the cat?
Yes.
Is it in front of Brent?
No.
Oh yeah, I see. Alright guys. I see Brent and I see lions. Oof. It's a little hectic terrain here. Maybe I should have gone that way. Hey? You think I can go past here?
You put it in low.
Oh yes, shit.
You just drive slow.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, I see one cat right here. And second cat in the distance. It's tall glasses, so I don't necessarily see all of them. There you go. This is the first cap sleeping here. Let me just move a little bit. I think this is the adult, bigger one. Can I stop here? Matt? There's two coming here. They are out on the playground of this open land here in the middle of the drainage. Wonder where the younger boy So the female lioness is in the distance. I think this is.
You got a lot more lions, my friend.
You wanna go next to him? I was thinking this one will come this way, but it didn't. I stopped by it. So that's probably the adult lioness, and then we are. There's a lot of cats in between. In the bed, there you go. This one, sub-adult one, is up, coming close to us. This one is always very, very curious. Eye on Matt. That it's so close. What is she doing? She is very curious. What are you trying to do? I think this is the one told us she's trying to aim for the tires. She's very, very curious. She's talking. There you go, she's talking. She was talking like this little, oh, oh. Okay, let me move a little bit more. Oh, there you go. They all came this way. Yeah, she was definitely aiming for my tires. There's a little boy. Hello. Very, very cute. Look at the tiny little mane growing on the top. It's so cute. Little fluff on the top of the head. I hope he's gonna be a magnificent male. Is this the tire chaser coming back now? Maybe she brought his male friend back. Okay. She's not being that naughty anymore. Yep, married. I think they were definitely looking for opportunity to go for our tires. She was an eye on us as I was approaching, and just decided to investigate us and give an interesting look to Matt. Beautiful boy. Yeah, I see you guys are talking about the injuries, but I think in Baya as a normal protocols or rules that we should stick to, if it did happen from the natural causes, most of the case we don't interfere, let the nature take its course. But obviously the injury was caused because of humans, then we will obviously have to do what we can do. As it's caused by us. But I wonder where this topic came from. Let me just see. Oh, I see, that's coming from there. Yeah, no. Sometimes. Oh, it's so cute. Look at this. Yo. It was a plain punch, but I could hear the sound of the punch. Hectic. It's so cool. It was a play fight, but it was... I think I'll be bleeding with all blood on my face if that was me there. She pulled the tail, and then the boy's like, "Don't pull my tail," and he punched her face. Very playful moment between the two. It's so cute, eh? I love seeing them being playful. Because it doesn't stay this way. As they grow up, this playfulness, curiousness kind of like settles down. So this is the best moment. You can still see the little boy is looking for trouble at the back. Showing the stomach. Let's see if he's gonna punch her again. Just to start the play fight. There you go. That's so funny. There he goes. The others are also moving now. is the 2 moms, or the 2 adult females. She's also talking.
Turn your sound off.
Hmm?
Turn your sound off.
No, it doesn't go away. It's a Japanese iPhone. She's fighting still. Yeah, I guess it's each country or each park can have its own rules, and they can do what they think is the best. And yeah, I do see the Mara often helps. Oh yeah, there's one here. You see behind us. There's one. I was wondering where's the last one. I didn't even notice. I think she is trying to give this little boy at the biggest flight, and because I don't think he has noticed it. So this is a very important part that she practicing how to stalk. So while they play like this, they often do this stalking session amongst them. Sneaks up and just surprise at the very last minute. And other lioness is like sneezing next to me too. So much is happening. Just look, she's going right behind, next to the vegetations, trying to stay on the dead. The way he can't see, he's still not noticed. He's very focused on the lioness where she's going. Oh no, she lost her opportunity to surprise him because he wanted to chase her. Damn, I thought I could see this girl giving the biggest flight to this little boy. Ah, nice. Biting the tail, did you guys see? Punch. Punch, punch. It's a cat fight. Hectic cat fight. There you go. This little one was trying to practice her talking skills. You've totally been noticed by little boy, I think. She like kind of crouched down in the grass. But I do think he has saw her though. Maybe she's still thinking he hasn't noticed her. As he looked this way, she just crouched down underneath this little bush, or behind this little bush. There you go. Mavis eating the grass, hugging the grass. Grass hugger there. Hug a little one. Coming right towards this little girl. I wonder what they're trying to do now. He so wants to play, so badly. This is amazing. Oh no. Oh shame. I think his punch was a bit more powerful than she thought. She was like, oh, he was actually a bit strong. Because she's much smaller than him. How cool, hey? It was really like just two dogs trying to play. When Juno wanted to play with the little dog, she often did that too. With the bum up, hopping, hopping. Okay, they seem like they're on the move. I think they'll go hopefully back closer to the main road. It'll be easier for us to follow. Thank you so much, Brent. I think I'm gonna go back on this in the lower south and should be able to maybe follow. Obviously they had a surely this is not because of the no fuel though. I feel like it's that thing again that they did before.
Maybe this
Yeah, no, it's not. I think now is the problem. Oh, thank you so much, Mari, for Wild. Let's just see. Oh no, the camera. I think now is the problem that I was initially thinking that I had there. I'm like off the vehicle, and I was still there. Spark plug was on the right
no.
side. In the it's these ones on the top.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, one was a bit loose. Put them in now. And let's see if it will start.
You go.
Standing by.
Have you still got lines there?
Negative. I was gonna go back on the road to just to follow them, but now I do have I think the issue that we had before with the car. Something is loose or something. 지금 just quickly. Sometimes the things come loose and this happens, but
I
this
thought it was the spark plugs first, but they seem to be all intact.
this was a bit loose and I put it in.
It's that same thing with
Oh no!
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
I don't hear you,
Yeah, I
Matt.
thought it was spark plugs, but they're all in nicely. It's that same thing of just cutting it out. So I'm just going to fix it now.
Yep, it is pretty close to the lines.
Oh yeah. Push.
So now Matt is going through the checklist. We have had the same issue a few times, so I think there's a few certain things we have to just check through to make sure we know what exactly is the cause. But Brent had this before, I had this before, just sometimes the vehicle just cuts off on its own. But this time we know fuel is definitely full. So it's not that.
Yeah, Brent, I can see this red cable, but it's properly in there.
Should I maybe start it again?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I did. I didn't take the plug out. So, yeah.
Last time we waited a little bit and it started again and it started. Like we don't even know what we exactly did. So I think it's one of those. Now Matt is just fiddling with all this.
Oh yeah, then if I turn over. Out of gear, hey?
Now it is.
No. No, not this. Okay, wait.
Oh no. Got you. I got your camera.
Look.
BM is talking on a TeamSpeak saying check the fuel pump wire underneath the vehicle.
Yeah, that's what we watching. That's what we were
Okay.
just checking.
That's what Matt was checking, I think, BM. Ish, vehicle problems. But at least the lion kept moving that way, so we're not in the immediate danger anymore. But now it doesn't help if the car doesn't start. Hey guys, sorry about the second challenges we're facing today. Yep, it's a proper adventurous drive, guys. I hear Brent coming back. Maybe he's coming to rescue us again. I feel bad for the people he's taking though. Oops, sorry Brent. Alright, I think Brent's gonna try to sort this out, and as I don't know what's the problem, but I really appreciate that you're coming along on my drive, and at least we had an amazing session with the amazing sightings of the lions being so playful on the call. So I think it was your positivity and a great energy brought amazing sighting to us. So thank you so much, and hopefully we'll get the car sorted, and I'll see you guys soon on the other drive. Thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you soon. Bye. Love you guys.